Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with some more transfer news for you. Not transfer news, but well, managerial transfer news for you and all the latest Manchester United news of the day. How's it going, everybody? Thank you very much for joining us. Ezzy Auditor, Madhouse, Anthony Kaufman, Sam05, MUFC, Shamir, Kingslayer, Simon Almeida, Joshua Whitford, and everybody else in the live chat as well. Get in there, you legends. Erik Ten Hag, it looks like there's progress being made. We're going to get into the details of it and give you all the latest updates as and throughout this video. Please do us a favour at the start of this video, smash that like on it, give it a cheeky little thumbs up, it's free. Share it around there on social media as well, that helps us out if you want. And also, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and get yourself in there, because we're going to be giving you all the latest updates for Manchester United as it happens in regards to the appointment of Erik Ten Hag. Just want to say thank you to everyone for joining. We're going to cover all the news now. Let's be having you. I will get into a big Q&A at the end of this video as well. And also I'll dip into the live chat sort of throughout as well to see your thoughts on certain topics and stuff. So keep yourself involved. Get yourself involved. It is an interactive show. We're going to get on and interact. Old Dirty Benjo, mate, getting in here supporting the show for 18 months. Let's get a hashtag 18 months for Benji. Benjo, mate, thank you very much, dude. He says, don't forget me, Piggo. Mate, much love to you, Old Dirty Benjo. Thank you so much. Welcome in, dude. Great to see you there. Johnny, Aaron, Max, the Bristolian Mackham, Benjamin Bessemer, Susan Lively Sue, Scott Hutchinson, and all the rest of you legends as well. Thanks for joining. So then, the big news today then, guys, is it seems like lots of different reports coming out that Manchester United are progressing with the appointment of Erik Ten Hag here as the next permanent manager of Manchester United, and we're looking to finalise the deal. So various different reports have come out today. Here's a prominent one. Fabrizio Romano, a couple of hours ago, tweeted and just gave us more information. He also released a video on YouTube, just said that United board are pushing on Erik Ten Hag as the new manager, as per Mark Ogden. Agreement not completed yet, but talks are ongoing, in regards to staff, budget, and more. He's also approved by Ralph Rangnick, and Erik Ten Hag priority has always been Manchester United. Work is in progress, which is great stuff. And then also ESPN reporting that Manchester United set to finalise the appointment of Erik Ten Hag. René Morlenstein among those considered as assistant. Lots of different considerations coming in here for assistants. People like Steve McLaren being talked about as well, which we'll get onto later. But yeah, I mean, it looks like there's definite progress taking place here. Manchester United have understood to obviously have interviewed him a couple of times here, and we're looking to progress the situation at this moment. So on the BBC about 45 minutes ago as well, they confirmed this news that that's closer. The headline on the BBC reads from Simon Stone: Man United closer to appointing Ajax as new boss. Sorry, Ajax coach as new boss. So Manchester United, it's just pretty much a matter of time, really, I guess, unless there's going to be a final maybe swoop for somebody else, which I doubt seems to be the case. It seemed to be Pochettino and Erik Ten Hag were the two guys that were in the running for this one. And Pochettino has sort of fallen by the wayside, really, and there's various reasons for that. I think you'd have to say that Pochettino's performance for PSG in the Champions League this season just gone, this season, and also domestically bottling it in the league cup there. Okay, fair enough. They might be saunter into a win in the league, but it's a fucking farmers league, my friend. Nobody gives a shite. So for those reasons, the fact that he is a perennial underachiever, or not really an underachiever, but a perennial melter. Those are the reasons why I think United have decided to progress with Ten Hag, somebody who they see has potential, a style, did very well with Ajax in the Champions League this season and previous seasons as well, and has obviously got that winner's mentality. It may be in the Dutch league, but hey, he's having to do what he's doing with the tools at his disposal, and at the moment the tools at his disposal are limited. Whereas at Manchester United, he's going to have some of the best players in the world. He's got a much bigger budget, much higher ceiling. It makes a lot of sense. So in regards to Pochettino, he seems to be dead out of the running, of course, and it looks like it's going to be Erik Ten Hag who Manchester United persevere with and go for. So ESPN on their website, ESPN, they are reporting that Manchester United are set to finalise the appointment of Erik Ten Hag as the club's new manager. That is what their headline reads. This is from Mark Ogden and Rob Dawson. It says that he was been interviewed by United last month. He was on a four-man shortlist, supposedly with people like Pochettino, Luis Enrique, and Julian Lopetegui. Can't say that guy's name, but you know the one. And even Thomas Tuchel and people like that would be mentioned, right? But it does look like that is going to be the case. ESPN in the Netherlands report that yeah, it's pretty much, it's pretty much going to happen, and that they're going to finalise it. That's what the ESPN in the Netherlands are saying. Sources in England and the Netherlands have told ESPN that United have settled on Ten Hag as their new manager. What's this shite playing? You can't hear that, can you? Oh, some bullshit Apple advert playing. Do one. Okay, so, yeah. Come on, my son, get in there. This is good news. Look, okay, it's maybe not the best, biggest name, huge manager that you could go for. It's not Pep Guardiola going to City or something like that. Erik Ten Hag, though, has the potential to take Manchester United forward. He's got obviously a great style about him. And he's also somebody that can sort of start a project here at United. So it's understood that he's discussed with Manchester United certain things such as budget, transfers, things like that, of course, but also vision of the club, but also time. And it's understood that he's basically made it known that it's a many years project here at Manchester United. He sees it as a 5-year sort of project, and that's really what it is, because we do need to have a rebuild. We are in a downturn period. We have been absolutely shite for years, post-Fergie, really. It's been spits and spurts, but it's been generally a downturn. So we need to get back on the upward ascendancy now. We've got to start moving forward as a football club. And I don't think we're going to do that until we appoint somebody as a manager who's maybe got a clear vision, a certain style, and it's going to take them time, obviously, to implement that style. But something like Ten Hag does make sense, because he brings with him a philosophy, he brings with him a reputation of being able to blood the youngsters, bring them through, develop youth, and do it on a meager budget as well. And also, overachieve in terms of like the Champions League. He's done very well at Ajax. Is Manchester United a different animal? Is the Premier League a different animal? It's a totally different animal. It's a beast of an animal. And Manchester United is the biggest poison chalice job there is. So whoever comes in is going to be very, very difficult for them. But there you go. I think he could be a good option. I mean, who else is there really, guys? That's it. We talked about Luis Enrique. Well, he's busy. Nagelsmann's busy. Pochettino's a melter. Brendan Rodgers is an even bigger melter. There's not really that many great candidates for Manchester United to go for. So out of all the people that are currently available, I'm happy that we would be appointing Erik Ten Hag. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you would be happy with the appointment of Erik Ten Hag. It's not 100% done yet. It's not a done deal. If anybody's told you it's a 100% done deal yet, I mean, it's not. It's looking like it pretty much is going to be, though. It seems like it's all going in the right direction, and that United are certainly making progress with Ajax and making progress with Erik Ten Hag here, and that is the direction that they want to go in, and they're going to work towards that. So that's what it seems like right now. But nothing is 100% done and dusted just yet. But it does look like he will be the guy that's appointed in the foreseeable future. So smash a 1 if you would be happy with Ten Hag. Smash a 2 if it's not really your bag. Ezio, Kingslayer, Elliot, Cedric, the Saint. How you doing there, the Saint, mate? Great to see you, my son. How you been? Madhouse, Susan, Naz, Aaron, Simon, they all say, yes, it makes sense. We can only go up from here, says Ezio. Quinton Posthumous, what's going on, says a really good rebuild to start. Yes, this is it. Big summer of change. Get a new manager in. Get a lot of the old gash players out. Change your coaching staff as well. There's a lot of talks about maybe who could come in as Erik Ten Hag's number 2, or some of his behind the scenes coaching staff. And a lot of sort of Dutch legends who have been, associated with Manchester United, etc. Here is a bit of information in regards to that, actually. So Marcel van der Kraan, Dutch football journalist, is in Holland. Ten Hag has been sounding out 1 or 2 members in Dutch football with a background at Manchester United, whether they are prepared to join him there if he gets the job. So, in terms of is he looking to appoint certain people that he's worked with in Holland? I would say that's definitely going to be the case. It just depends on who. And there are certain people that have been linked with Manchester United, such as Steve McLaren, such as Robin van Persie even. There's a lot of different people that maybe you could see take on some sort of role at Manchester United under Erik Ten Hag. But that's obviously just speculation at this moment in time. We'd have to wait and see what goes on if and when he's appointed. Right, okay, let me just get on to the next order of discussion here. So yeah, I'll get into the live chat in a minute, see your guys' initial thoughts on it. Once again, if you're just joining us, guys, smash that like button on it. If you're just getting in, drop a thumbs up, give it a share around, and have your say in the live chat. If you're new to the channel, you actually only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to chat. So subscribe, and in 1 minute's time, you'll be able to get involved with the legends in the live chat and have your say and get involved. So please do that. And also, yeah, get yourself involved, dudes. ESPN Netherlands quotes Erik Ten Hag will become the new coach of Manchester United. So, there you go. I mean, that's pretty definitive, I suppose. Reports in the Netherlands are saying that. Okay, and The Independent, as I say, reporting that Erik ten Hag has told Manchester United he believes the job is a 5-year project during his interview for the permanent manager's role, and that the first element he would correct is physical conditioning. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at sort of some of the effort levels of some of the players out there, actually getting them to run around, i.e. Jogba, Paul Jogba, etc., then yeah, we definitely could do with getting the conditioning sorted out in this team. But actually what we need is a big clear out of a lot of the rubbish players. Players like Paul Pogba, for instance, who are not really pulling his weight. I hope he comes in and lays the smackdown on Harry Maguire as well and sells the fridge to Leicester or Newcastle or whoever. And I hope we just get somebody else in the centre-back. That's my honest hope. But at the very least, if he doesn't sack off Harry Maguire and sell him in the summer, I would hope that we get the captaincy removed from him, because that would be a terrible start. We need a new change. We don't want somebody to come in and say, hey, yeah, I'm also back in the human fridge as our captain. I don't think that's really a good look for Manchester United. So he's going to have to, or whoever the new coach would be, but it does seem like it's going to be this guy, going to have to come in, lay the smackdown on that captaincy situation and sort it out, really, because certainly Maguire is not the guy. But anyway, we do need big change in the summer. Lots of players going out, lots of players coming in, 6 or 7 or 8 different changes we need at this football club. All throughout the squad, we've got aging players, a lot of players retiring or moving on very soon, whether it's Mata, Cavani, Ronaldo, Matic. There's lots of different players just for age-wise won't be here very much longer. And then there's also players for other reasons that could be on the way out, like Martial, Lingy, maybe Bailly. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, what we have to understand as well is that the new coach, whoever that may be, if it is Erik ten Hag, which it looks like right now, he's going to have to assess the team, isn't he? He's going to have to decide who he wants to keep and who he wants to sell. Now, he can have conversations beforehand and they can get the wheels in motion. But ultimately, he's going to have the freedom to shape the squad. This is a question that I want to ask you guys. Will Erik ten Hag be given the freedoms to shape this squad in the summer? Will he be given the amount of money that he needs to actually go out there and make the wholesale changes that United need to change the squad and change our fortunes? Yes or no? Let me know if you think the Glazers will back him. Yes or no? And when I say back him, what they need to do is sign like 7 or 8 players. They actually do. If you look at the first 11 of United's team, it's just not strong enough. There's a lot of weak individuals in there, whether it's mentality-wise or technical-wise or physical-wise, whatever it may be. Bunch of bottle jobs, really. There's only about 4 or 5 of them that should really be kept in the starting 11. Okay, a lot of them are okay to be squad players and come in and rotate, but I'm talking about having a top-tier starting 11 to compete with the best starting 11s in the league. We're quite some distance off of those teams like Liverpool and Manchester City, unfortunately. If we're going to challenge for them with them next season, we're going to have to make some changes. We're going to have to bring in some world-class players. We're going to have to invest in the centre-back. We're going to invest in 2 midfielders, a forward player who can get you, 25-plus goals a season. That's what United should be going for. We shouldn't be trying to, struggle to get a striker fucking 15 goals in a season. It's a disgrace. We need some quality players. We need some quality players. Okay, maybe you could get away with getting 4 or 5 really top quality players, but they're going to have to spend and back Ten Hag if that is going to be the case. Yeah, if we don't get top 4, says Batman Night Fan, they seem to only spend when we don't get Champions League football. Good point, lad. Good point. Very good point. It does seem to be the case. Hang on, where's my live chat gone here? Oops. Hey, we got 61 likes on the stream. Nice one, dudes. Keep smashing it up. They haven't got a choice if we are to challenge again, says Cedric Burner. I suppose so. I mean, you say that, but like we just discussed, I mean, they do seem to just invest in us when we don't actually have the Champions League football, so they can get us competitive again, get us that Champions League football back, so they can get the Champions League money coming, and also get the big sponsorship deals coming for being in the Champions League. As long as they got that, they seem pretty content, our owners. I've never seen them really super strive to win the league, because there's been opportunities over the last few years, whether it was Ollie leading the Premier League in January that season, last season, they could have invested a little bit there and tried to win us the league. They didn't bother. They still left us with the same gash midfield then. So they don't really have proper ambition in this summer. We did sign a lot of players. Maybe some of them were commercial signers as well. You've got to think about that also. But we signed some players, but they didn't invest in the key area that we actually needed, which was the centre mid. So they also lacked the ambition there. The true ambition to go and challenge for the title or do anything. Thank you, Naz786. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Hey, Mikhail Kramer. What's going on? My throat is still a little bit on the sore side of things, Dilvani. Hey, it's getting better, mate. I think it's getting better, but I still sound a little bit like Sean Dyche. Wouldn't it be funny if it just turned out Ten Hag staying at Ajax and we've appointed Sean Dyche? There's no fucking way Ten Hag would come in not knowing how much he has to spend in the summer window, says Richard James. Precisely, this is it. I mean, he's got to be given some sort of assurances about budget and the amount of money that's going to be spent and that he's going to have available to him. And the freedom that he's going to have available in this summer transfer window, because I can agree more with you. Like, he's got a good situation there at Ajax. He's in the Champions League. You know, he's winning titles over there in Holland. So, yes, Man United is a huge, huge stage. It's a huge club, and it is a much bigger situation, if we're being honest, than Ajax. But he's not going to come in here and do the job on a shoestring budget and just not be able to sign players and have Scott McTominay and Fred and all these guys, you know, still playing with those guys. I don't think. I think he absolutely wants to be able to shape this team. There's links with certain players. You know, United will have a lot of transfer activity in this summer window, be it United players going out or players from other clubs being signed by United. He's gonna have to have assurances and freedoms about who he can sign. Really, I agree with that. So hopefully you're right. Hopefully he is given a good figure, or he is given assurances that he's going to have that opportunity to sign a lot of good players in the summer. Because there is players that he's either coached that are not at Ajax anymore, or players that are at Ajax currently that he would be interested in. And also, he should have freedoms with who he wants to keep and who he wants to sell. Maybe he wants to start Donny van der Beek next season, you know, because he's got that relationship with him. He knows how to utilize him. Maybe they've got a good working relationship and he trusts him. Or maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Right, okay then. So also, right, guys, so check this out. Thank you very much, Rushmano, for giving us an update here. So we discussed who could maybe be coming in as his backroom staff. And Rod Dawson, Mark Ogden from the ESPN, obviously reporting that René Morlenstein is a candidate, one candidate that's being considered as Ten Hag's coach. We all know about René Morlenstein, obviously fantastic football mind and obviously fantastic Manchester United history as well. Other people, Steve McLaren is another one that's got a link with the Dutch football and a link with Ten Hag that supposedly maybe might be a number two. Say what you want about Steve McLaren, he's an absolute Wally with a brolly. For England, right? The Wally with a brolly. Who remembers that? What a melter. But from an assistant point of view, or a number two point of view, or a coach, you know, like not necessarily being the main guy point of view as a number two, I think Steve McLaren would be actually pretty good. I mean, there were some people maybe wouldn't want to touch Steve McLaren with a shitty stick. But me personally, I think as a number two, that's something like that would be all right. But anyway. Yes, I do, Richard James, the members of Don. Say the Saint, man, thank you so much for being a legend of this channel for 28 months. What? 28 months a member of this channel. That is a big one, man. Thank you so much to the Saint, dude. That's very, very kind of you. Great to see you, by the way. He says, will you give this man 5 years as fans? The Saint, thanks very much for your highlighted comment. Just to let you know, will we give him 5 years as fans? I don't think it depends, doesn't it? I mean, what do you mean? If there's progress, absolutely. If you look at what like, say, Klopp did in his first 5 years at Liverpool, to begin with, nothing is astounding. I'm not expecting fireworks or anything mesmerizing to begin with, right? It's going to take a season just to implement things, change the personnel in this football club, get the right players in, get the wrong players out, get all the tactics instilled, get the youth set up, you know, going the way he wants it to go, all the rest of it. That's going to take all time. You've got to lay those foundations right. If you look at what Klopp did at Liverpool, it takes seasons to be able to acquire certain key players in certain key positions to make the team better, right? Whether it's Van Dijk coming in or their goalkeeper coming in, they've added puzzle pieces every single window. That's what Ten Hag's going to have to do over the next few seasons. So he will be given time, absolutely, especially in the early days, you know. He's going to get a season regardless, or 2 seasons regardless really, because, you know, you have to wait and see the fruits of his labour. I don't think we should be asking for too much too soon. Now, United is a club that has high expectations, that should be looking to always try and get, you know, top 4, regardless of, you know, regardless, we should be at least trying to get that, right, even in a transitional building period. But he's going to have to show progress. He's going to have to come in, get the gash players out, rebuild the team. That's going to all take time. But there is going to have to be an upward you know, line in terms of what we're doing at the football club. We can't just, you know, just say, oh yeah, we'll give him 5 years, even if he's absolutely shite. Listen, he's got to do well at his club. He's got to show progress. Klopp obviously took Liverpool early. They didn't do anything spectacular early doors. Didn't do anything spectacular early doors. Finished freaking 7th and stuff. but they're going up. They're going up, 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 up. That's what he needs to be showing at Manchester United. But yes, absolutely, we will give him time. I think we need to give him time. It's not an easy project, this, as we've discussed. It's a fucking absolutely difficult job for any manager in world football coming in, because the owners are gash. They don't back you fully. The fan base are really, really demanding and on their back. Rightfully so. This is a great club, and we have got a great set of players, but a lot of them are prima donna, overpaid fucking meltbags. And so, you know, it doesn't really help us out too much having that current squad right now. If he can get rid of a lot of the players and get new ones in, you know, that'll help him out. But it's just a poison chalice of a team to manage, because it's so difficult. There's so much expectation, and you're the scapegoat. That's it. It's you. You're the guy that's hung out to dry generally if Manchester United don't perform, even if your players are a bunch of bottle merchants. If it's going on too long, you know, you're the guy that it falls down on. So I don't know. It just depends, doesn't it? But smash a one if you will give Erik ten Hag a whole bunch of time at Manchester United. I will. Look, he needs at least a year just to implement anything. And really, you shouldn't even be appointing a new manager in this modern age if you're not going to give him 2 seasons, really. If you're not going to give him 2 seasons, especially with a project at Manchester United like we've got going forward now, where we have to rebuild, and we are quite a distance off of the top teams in the league. We've got a bunch of shite players we need to rebuild. Like, that's not, you know, you've got to give him at least a couple of years. Yeah, Kingslayer, Elliot, Benjamin, the Saint, everybody's supporting him. Yep. Benjamin Pessimer says, Flying Pig, please not the fucking Wally with a brolly. I'd rather have Sir Alex hairdryer treatment for 48 hours. Who remembers when Steve McLaren was a manager in Holland, and he was managing FC20? By the way, he did really well with FC20, didn't he, Steve McLaren? But anyway, he was managing FC20, or 20, however you pronounce the name. And he did that interview, didn't he? And he was like, yes, my name is Steve McLaren, and I just like to tell you I'm new manager of the FC20. No, he didn't do it like that, but he put on like a weird accent, you know? He put on like a weird, yes, Dutch accent. My name is Steve McLaren. Crazy. Anyway. Okay, guys, so if you're just getting in here, the headline is, you know, United are set to finalise the appointment of Erik ten Hag, according to reports. Various reports such as ESPN and other various sources suggesting that it's close to being finalised. You know, United are looking to do it. In terms of time frame, let's talk about this, guys. So people are wondering as and when it might be. It's a lot more likely to be at the end of the season. Let me just get rid of that for a second so I can show you this. So, yeah, lots of different reports and different outlets suggesting that it's unlikely that it will happen during the middle of the season or near the end of the season. It may be announced. It may be announced before the end of the season, but it might be, you know, it might be just him preordained to come in after he's finished his job at Ajax there, so everybody knows about the situation. Or they might not do that because it's a little bit strange for him to be still managing Ajax there and trying to win the league with them if he's already got a job lined up to go and join somebody else in the summer. It just seems a little bit strange from his point of view, right? So maybe they won't announce it right away. Maybe they won't announce it right away, but it's very likely that it'll be in the summer, you know, rather than now. You know my thoughts on it. I discussed the other day. I personally think that we should just get him now. And to hell with the consequences, you know, just like get him in now, allow him to assess the players he's got now, allow him to blood the youth, because this season is almost a gash write-off. Well, if it wasn't for Arsenal being proper bottle merchants and, you know, not being able to capitalise on us being bottle merchants, then it would be. But, yeah, I mean, we could definitely do with somebody in now to try and get us going in the direction now. It'd be a head start on next season, I think, if he came in. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. That's absolutely not going to happen. I think it will come in after. I mean, let's face it, they're going to try and win the Eredivisie title this season again. So he's going to want to stay there for that. It's right near the end of the season. So I don't think he will come before the end of the season. But that's what we should be trying to do. Yeah, the Saints, there's so many players not up to the standard at United. Let's be real. And the ones good enough are at the end of their playing days, Sancho and Bruno included. Wow, the Saints, you think Sancho and Bruno are not good enough? I think that's harsh, mate. I think Bruno is good enough if you look at what he's done. Look at his goals and assist stats, even including this season where he's not been as great. Since he's come in, they're absolutely exceptional. So I'm not so sure about that. Sancho is starting to show real good progress recently. It was never going to happen overnight with Sancho coming into a struggling gash team as well. Maybe if he'd gone into a team all firing on all cylinders. But he didn't. And he was a young lad coming to a new league, different vibe. Take a bit of time to acclimatise, right? I personally think Sancho's going to be a gem of a player. Those two players I would absolutely keep in the starting 11. Myself. I agree with what you're saying, though. Most of these players are not good enough. I think we went through it the other day, and if we're being totally honest, the only players that are actually good enough if we're being totally honest, from a world-class starting 11 point of view, to compete with the likes of, the likes of Bayern or City and Liverpool and these sorts of teams, well, it's David De Gea, the goalkeeper. It's Rafael Varane, the centre-back with many Champions League medals and World Cups. It's, it's none of the midfielders. It's only Cristiano Ronaldo up top there. It's Sancho in the future, but not right now. It's Bruno Fernandes, I would say, absolutely. And other than that, guys, I'm struggling. Yeah, you can make a case for, okay, Luke Shaw's good enough, and Alex Tellers is good enough, and all these guys, and, Wan-Bissaka is a good defender and all this, but are they really, truly world-class? The answer to that is no. So that's the reason we need to have a serious change in the summer, man, get some good players in and invest. Bruno out, says Flabby G. I mean, that's just crazy. Bruno Fernandes has had a struggling season like a lot of the players in the team. I think the system's not helped. I think it's not helped. Solskjaer's been sacked. He was all happy. He was all happy under Solskjaer. Solskjaer signed him. The system, he knew his role. He's been given a great role. He's loving it. He's scoring goals. He's the man. And then all of a sudden, you're sacked. He's sacked. His manager's sacked. New guy comes in, disciplinarian. Different sort of methods, different approach, different role for him to do. And he struggled, just like a lot of the players in the team have done. I think Bruno is going to just be absolutely breathing fire next season for the new manager, whoever it may be. Bruno is a quality player, man. If we can get the system working, if we can get, the system and his job in the system working, he's a lethal player, mate. Yeah, let's get hashtag Bruno in or Bruno out in the live chat, because that's blown my mind, Bruno out, Flabby G. What are you on about, son? Yeah, Varane, yes, I missed him, class. Yeah, he's obviously a classy player as well. He's the only good, true, I think, classy, world-class defender that we've got at the club. Yeah, okay, some of the other ones are good, but come on, don't even get me started about the human slabby Maguire. Hey, we're only 17 likes away from 100 likes. Let's see if we can hit that 100 like on this video. Drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, and hit that subscribe if you're new. Get yourself involved in the chat here. Okay then, so by the way, so a few things to know. I saw this this article earlier, and a few things to note. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, missed the last game through illness, and he was dropped against Leicester because of it, right? But he's back now, and he's been pictured in training, and so hopefully, of course, we've got a game coming up at the weekend. Hopefully, he's going to be back in his return. But there's a couple of different reports coming out to say that, he's issued an update on Instagram after missing the Leicester game, giving fans hope that he would be fully recovered in time to face Everton. His presence in training will only strengthen that feeling. So he was pictured in training today as well, back after a bout of illness there, having a bit of bounce and a laugh with Diogo Dalot. So that's good news, guys. Just want to sort of mention that. Cristiano Ronaldo would probably be quite happy to see a new coach and a new direction come in. I'm not saying that he's not really, enjoyed working under Rangnick, but it seems like it's been a frustrating period of time for Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo hopefully will be here next season. That's the thing. Depending on what he wants to do, I think he's a committed professional. He has got a contract at Man United. But if United don't have Champions League football and he's aging and he's looking to try and add to his tally of Champions League goals and legacy and maybe win another Champions League trophy, well, he's not really going to do that at United unless we do get top four. Yeah. Okay, then. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat really quick and see what you legends got to say about Ten Hag. We do have some other information. Actually, before I do, there is this little piece I've just seen here about Erik Ten Hag will urge United to sign Ruben Neves if he becomes manager. I'm not going to talk too much about the transfer stuff, as I say, because obviously, he has to come in here first. We haven't even appointed him yet. And also, they need to, give him the backing. He's got to assess the team, all the rest of it, yada, yada, yada. But different reports saying that, Ruben Neves, who's been on the target list for us for a long time, would be high on the list for Erik Ten Hag, as well as many other players such as Gravenberch and a lot of players that have been linked with Ajax in the past. So, look, I think Neves would be a good signing. I think Gravenberch would be a good signing. I think a lot of these players that we've discussed, just fucking any of them, would be a good signing. That's it. We need to sign them in the summer. We're not really in the market, I don't think, for a Declan Rice or someone like that. That's too much of a investment, 80 or 90 or whatever £1 million that they're looking for that guy. It's not actually good value for money. Somebody like Ruben Neves, with his robustness and proven experience in the Premier League, year after year, season after season, is absolutely, and he's still young, is absolutely somebody who makes sense for 40 million quid or 50 million quid even. Rice doesn't quite make sense to me for 90 million quid, even though he's a classy homegrown player and United always look to have that English spine, and we always should do. I just kind of feel like it just doesn't represent a good signing. So something like that would be good. Yeah, Batman says, I hope it's true. I want Neves. Yeah, Eddie says, I'm not getting giddy till Ten Hag is official and there is a clear pan aligned director of football. Wish it could be Ralph. Hey, that's it. Good point. You actually reminded me of something there. So, yeah. So, in regards to Ralph Rangnick, obviously, as soon as the new coach is appointed, it does seem like Ralph Rangnick will be, stepping up into that consultancy role. But I totally agree. It's not done yet, is it, Eddie? And we haven't got the any show from the Glazers that they're going to be backing this guy to the hilt, which is what we need. We need this summer transfer window to be a big one. And we, like you say, we need to see the wheels in motion. That's it. We've got to start progress now. We're still just stagnating, if anything, going backwards. Mark Wallace, bro, thank you for getting in here. He says, Ten Hag needs time to change the mentality of the entire squad. This is not art class. And if you aren't ready to play every game for 90 minutes, you need another job. Get in there, mate. I know, we're worried about players who are getting paid a couple £100,000 a week turning up and doing their bloody pigging job, son. That's all they got to do. Do your job. You know, that's all they got to do is do the job. So, yeah, I agree, Mark Wallace. Like, Ten Hag needs time. He's got to whip him into shape, doesn't he? I just want to know what Ten Hag's stance is on Slabby. That will tell if he's ready to manage United. So true, dude. I said this about Ralph Rangnick when he first came in. What's Ralph Rangnick going to do with Maguire? Is he going to keep him with the captaincy, or is he going to actually show the bottle and make the correct decision, which is to strip him of the captaincy for his own good, really? Take some of the pressure off of him as well. Maybe he'll perform better, but also give it to somebody who's more adept at being a leader for Manchester United and who shows those qualities more regularly. Because I think he's not a bad leader, but I think he's maybe like the fifth choice for me, fifth or sixth, and that's just in terms of captaincy, leadership, history, qualities. That's not in terms of actual ability, because I think he's shy. But you know what I mean? Just in terms of like leaders, he's probably the fifth or sixth shout for captain, but he's not the first shout. Definitely not. You've got players like Varane even. You've got players like Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo. These players all ahead of him, in my opinion, in terms of who should be getting the captain's armband. So for those reasons, yeah, he should make the bold decision when he comes in to strip the captaincy off of Slabby Maguire and give it to somebody else. It's his new team, and it's the perfect time to do it. If you're a new manager coming in, make the decision. I get why maybe Ralph didn't want to do that. He didn't want to upset the dressing room too much at that time when it was already all upset. Because of the transfer window, all players being linked away and stuff. So he's like wanted to come in and just sort of like continue as is. But I think the new manager has to strip Slabby Maguire of the captaincy. Smash a 1 if you agree with that, dudes. Smash a 2 if you think that Harry Maguire is actually the best choice for captain, and you think that Ten Hag should stick with him. Let me know. Let's have a vote. Well, yeah. But yeah, just, thank you everyone for getting in here, guys. Sorry there hasn't been too many videos, and this is a bit late today. I'm a little bit under the weather. I've just been feeling a bit gash. So that's why. But, there will be, of course, regular content coming. We'll give you all the updates tomorrow as and when there's more news that drops, anything that comes out multiple times throughout the day. So normal service will be resumed shortly on the channel. But thank you all for being here. You need passion and love for Manchester United, says Batman Knight fan. You said it, lad. You said it. By the way, so there was a report earlier on today as well that United were still considering other managers such as Thomas Tuchel and just sounding him out, and that Julian Lopetegui, etc. But it does obviously look like at this moment that it's Erik Ten Hag that they're progressing with. Paul thinks yes. Evan News says, yeah, get Slabby gone. Flabby G says yes, yeah. No more slabs. How you doing there, Primot, sir? Disco Dave says, well, that's my super chat answered via Ezio. I don't really know what that means. Have I missed a super chat? I don't know. Madhouse is in here. What's going on there? Hey there, Natalie Pert. What's going on? How are you doing? Hello there, Mr. Pig. She says, hey, how you been? I haven't seen you for a bit. Get in there, Natalie. How you doing? How do you feel about the news of Erik Ten Hag? If it's going to be the case anyway. Johnny says, Everton got beat tonight. Get in there, my son. Oh, shit, what's the Champions League scores? Hang on a sec. Get in there, my son. Real Madrid. Benzema hat-trick. Oh, my goodness. Oh, get in there. Chelsea getting penetrated 3-1. Come on, go on then, Madrid. Let's have you. Fucking down. See you later on, Chelsea, you bunch of scummers. I really hope that this new change of regime with Roman Abramovich going out and all their dirty oil money going with them, I really hope it does start the downfall of Chelsea. I really would love to see that, in fact. They've had their time in the sun, their illicit time in the sun, you know, and now it's time for them to bottle it. Get in there. Yeah, that's right, Honey Badger, you know. Okay, so that's good news. 68 minutes in there. Chelsea are 3-1 down. And also, Villarreal are actually beating Bayern Munich 1-0 at the moment. Wow. Fair fucking play. Obviously, that will probably change, but that's good to see Chelsea getting absolutely battered. Brilliant stuff. Deadwood players requesting early leave tonight, says YouTube. Yeah, triggered all Chelsea fans instantly, definitely. Hey there, Sean Netterton. Oh, nice. Veghorns +2. Nice there, Sean Netterton. What's going on with you tonight, bud? Reaper King's loving it. How you doing there, Reaper? Lots of legends getting in. Raj Dillon, hello there, bro. Hey, Michael Myers is in here. Great to see Chelsea getting beat. It is lovely, isn't it? I couldn't agree more. Getting in here from down under. Right, so yeah, there you go, guys. United very close to finalising, you know, Ten Hag. We'll see what goes on in regards to that. Should he agree a deal with Manchester United, it's unlikely that it will be announced, you know, or that it will take place before the end of the Dutch season. But also, you know, we have to just wait and see sort of more terms of the deal. So Fabrizio Romano, I believe, told us that the compensation package would be somewhere in the region of 2 million. So it's not a lot of money, really. He's only got a year left on his contract at Ajax, so just a couple of £1 million in order to get the job done and compensate Ajax. Right, okay then, dude. So, yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look at some of these updates here that Mr. Rushmano has sent me. Thank you very much for Rushmano getting in there. I can see a couple of things here. Oh, nice. Look at this. Another goal for Ghana. Another goal for Ghana. Has to be in the United squad next season. Oh, man. Yeah, this guy's doing really well. Ghana is definitely a player to look for. He's the one that's gone out on loan this season that you hear about a lot of the time where, you know, he's doing bits for Nottingham Forest and he's playing well weekly. Like, he's the one that sort of, I mean, I haven't really been following too closely some of the other ones that we've got out on loan, but I know that he's doing very, very well. So, yeah, and also Manchester United, this is from Mark Ogden. Man United get plenty of criticism for their recent recruitment, but Chelsea have spent 150 worth of misfiring strikers on the bench tonight. Not sure United have done anything to match that level of cashness. That's not actually what he said. But he said, not sure United have done anything to match the more money Chelsea have put on Lukaku and Werner. Fair point. Okay, but we have done that, though, because we actually bought Lukaku ourselves for £75 million. So, you know, we did sell him on again, but we did actually buy that guy ourselves, remember? Right, okay, guys, so that's pretty much the biggest news in regards to Erik Ten Hag. There's progress being made. It's not a done deal yet. United are working to finalise the situation with Ajax and, of course, the manager and get the paperwork done and everything. That's going to take a long time. Might not even be until the summer. So there you go. But that's the latest on Ten Hag. I'm going to get into the live chat now. See your thoughts and opinions. Do have a Q&A now. Get your thoughts in there. Have your say. Drop a thumbs up on this video as well if you haven't done so. And give it a share around if you can. That always helps out. And let's get in the live chat, see what you legends have got to say for yourselves then. Okay, George says, I see you. Liverpool close to winning trophy, United close to getting a manager. All right, fair enough. Well, it's not going to happen overnight. Yeah, this is a season where Liverpool are better than us at the moment, and they're in a really good spell. They've seen the fruits of their labour of getting Klopp in for years and sticking with him for years and slowly, gradually building the team. That's exactly what United need to do. We need to get somebody with a good style that we want to work towards and give him all the tools to do the job, signing the right players, and also give him a huge amount of time. And then hopefully, you know, he's going to be the one to take us to that level. It's not guaranteed, but hopefully that's what's going to be the case. Batman Knife fan says, Chelsea, do GT7 tonight, says JMUFC. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, bro. Natalie Pert says, who thinks we will win on Saturday then? Okay, yeah, I do. I do. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think we'll beat Everton at the weekend? Let me know. I think we will. I mean, they're shite at the moment, aren't they? Let's be totally honest, guys. Fucking hell, they're absolutely dreary. Let's just take a look at the league table. I know they're absolutely shot in the bed down there at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, they've had a mare, son. Oh, they've had a mare. Oh, they've had an absolute mare tonight, guys. I miss this, mate. They've had an absolute mare tonight. Burnley beating 3-2. Come on. Fat Frank Lampard is having an absolute daymare, dudes. Oh, no. Well, guess what? You think it might be a draw to Everton, says Shimmer? I don't think so, bro. Let's have a look at the form guide. Just real quick. Premier League form guide real quick. Just want to have a look at Everton's Form. Ooh, Everton are 18th in the form guide. Man United are 7th in the form guide. I don't see us losing that game right now. Listen, I know they're scrapping to save themselves from relegation here, but come on, we're scrapping for top 4, aren't we? And we're a better team. So surely, surely that is going to be a much winnable game, guys. I think we're definitely going to win the game. Definitely going to win the game. Come on, United. I can see us getting the big dub. Smash a dub in there if you think we're going to get the big dub. Hey there, Dizzy Red Devil. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Pig and Legends. Hope you're all doing well. Rob Wedgbury says, great to see Chelsea getting battered. Bring on the Ten Hag era, Pig. Love your show, brother. Thank you, Rob Wedgbury. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, great to see Chelsea getting battered. Absolutely. The new era is imminent, hopefully, and hopefully it's going to be a good one for us. That's what we've got to hope for, man. We've seen since post-Fergie, it's been an absolute nightmare, really, of underachieving and just disappointment. We have won a couple of trophies here and there. Louis won us an FA Cup and Jose won us a couple of Mickey Mouse Cups and stuff, but it's just been a very tough time. We need to get back onto the road to being a quality top team again, I agree. And hopefully he's going to be that. I hope he's going to be that. Maybe not, but we'll see. 2-1 to United, says Primart. 2-0 easy win versus Everton, says the Saint. We beat Everton 2-0. Yeah, I think so too. I can see us getting the job done quite easily, mate. They're a pretty bad side at the moment. That's the thing. They're a very bad side at the moment, in fact. Fat Frank Lampard was not really the good choice manager to go for at all. He wasn't. What a bad decision that was. The experience that he has. The guy took Derby from 7th to 7th and then got the Chelsea job and proceeded to play fucking Tammy Abraham and just shut the bed and didn't do well at all, and then he got sacked off. And then they thought that guy would be a good idea to go for to save their season. They've had a mare, mate. They've had an absolute mare. 3-0 United, says Mickey Kramer. FIFA Don, how are you doing, bro? Yeah, you love Chelsea and dislike Spanish clubs, says Kingface. Fair enough. Well, I don't really like the Spanish clubs that much, but it's just good to see Chelsea, who are, let's face it, a cheating team over the years, using dirty oil money, basically. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just going to say alleged dirty money to buy their success in football, mate, and ruin the game for everyone. There you go. Back down to being a gastastic mid-table side who only competes perennially for the Mickey Mouse Cups team. You go. Should have got Allardyce, says the Saint. Yeah. At least the results have cheered you up. Yes, mate, I'm loving that. I'm loving seeing the results tonight, dude. Loving it. Sean says, do you think it's last chance saloon with Ten Hag to rebuild over the next 3 to 5 years? If it fails, will it be another 8 to 10 plus years before titles come again, says Sean Nettleton? I think if it fails over that period of time, then yeah, it's going to be a long haul, mate, until we get our new next titles. I mean, it's been if you look at before Fergie won his title, it's a long time. And if you look at obviously what Liverpool did before they won their first title, so 30 years, ours was nearly 30 years as well. Once it's like it goes in cycles like that. You're going to have a barren spell. This is our barren spell. The question is, how long is this barren spell? Like how long does this last? Is it going to be just a complete shit show for 10 years now, or could we maybe appoint somebody and make the right signings that we can actually cut that progression time down into 1 or 2 seasons where we could get back to being a top side? It can happen. You've seen it happen before, whether it's coaches coming in for like teams like Chelsea or City, where they've come in and in a short spell they've done well and won the league and stuff like that. Like, we could maybe do that, but it's just unlikely with the other teams being so far ahead that we could put it together for a full season like that. Thank you, Johnny M. YouTube says, do not hold out on Ten Hag. Back him 100% or 0 results. I agree, mate. You've got to give him at least 2 years, man. At least 2 years. And really, as we discussed, this is a lot longer project than just a 2-year project. But you'll know in 2 years' time whether or not we're going in the upward direction, obviously, and if the foundations that he's laying and the style that he's got the club playing in, and just we'll know within a couple of years whether he's the guy. Hopefully he is, man. Yeah, I'm Mr. Alex Ferguson, Batman Knight fan. Everton have to go all out every game now, to be fair. Yeah, they're fighting for life. Not an easy game. They're a wounded animal, and for that reason, they're difficult for us to play right now, because United are shy, and we're not exactly convincing. But, hey, I still think we'll batter Everton, though. Sean says he's not done much in his career. Yes, he's won a few Champions League games, but only managed Ajax. My only doubt for his big risk. Sean, good point. It is a little bit, I don't think it's necessarily a massive risk with who's available right now, but it is a little bit of a risk. You're right. It's still a huge step up to this football club. I mean, it's a huge step up. Ajax is one thing. They're, obviously the biggest club in the Netherlands and the Netherlands League in comparison. They do have some good sides, Feyenoord, PSV, or whoever, but it's just not as deep, it's not as quality, it's not as good. So it is one thing doing it in there. It's kind of like, okay, well, Steven Gerrard did really well in the Scottish League, but can he come and do it over in the Premier League? And that remains to be seen, So that is the difference. It's a huge difference from the Scottish League or the Dutch League to the Premier League. It's just a massive, massive difference. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Week in, week out, though, they are doing very good. I mean, I want to just look at these stats here. There's some stats we've got in regards to Ten Hag this season. This is Ajax in the 21-22 season so far under Erik Ten Hag. So this is so far this season. They've scored 118 goals and only conceded 28. They've won 30. They've drawn 4 and they've lost 5. That's a win rate of 77%. They've got in 12 games they've scored 5+ goals, so absolutely smashing teams up. They've won 6 out of the 8 Champions League games. They had 1 loss. The aggregate goals in the Champions League was 22-8. So they scored 22, conceded 8 over their whole time in the Champions League this season, and they're currently first in the Dutch League. I mean, yeah, like we've discussed, he's only got so far in the Champions League. Previous season they got further, but you're right. Has he won a big, huge trophy? Has he shown that he's ready, ready for the reputation, the size of a club like Manchester United? Arguably not, mate. Arguably not. I agree. I mean, if there were some other coaches available, maybe like a Nagelsmann, maybe it would be him we'd be going for. But he isn't, so you can't really say, oh, we should be going for somebody else, because actually, of who's available right now, he makes the most sense. Ajax isn't as commercial as United either. Spot on, Flabby. And they're a different sort of club as well. They have to produce a lot of their own talents, and they're a club that sells a lot of their players as well to try and generate cash to help the club going forward and keep the development system going. So they literally produce talents there. That's what they do. So I think that somebody like that who knows the ins and outs, inner workings of a club like that, to come and get them at United and hopefully bring youngsters through and give them opportunities as well, could be really good. But as we said, the Premier League's totally different climate than what he's currently managing. Jonathan Gallagher, get in there, you legend. Tizzy says, yuck, so sick of this recycling centre we've created for coaches. I feel you, mate. In and out you go. Do you think maybe Ten Hag is going to be another situation where in a couple of years' time he's struggling and he's being scapegoated and he gets sacked? It could happen, couldn't it? Let's not think about that. Hopefully he does actually do really well. Hopefully he does do really well and is here for years. Yeah, Batman Knife fan says Sir Alex Ferguson won European Cups and league titles before United job. Fair play. Yes, he did with Aberdeen, son. Respect. Yeah, that's true. That's an insane achievement, actually, when you think about what he did with Aberdeen. But, come on now. This isn't the same, I know. This isn't the same. This isn't like Jose when he went to Chelsea. That's similar to Sir Alex, He's a younger manager. He's shown great acumen to be able to win something like the Champions League, like Porto did, or like Sir Alex did with the UEFA Cup. And, it's, yeah. Was it the UEFA Cup or the Cup Winners' Cup? But either way, he won a fucking European trophy with Aberdeen. That's nutty. So you got to say, well, you got to say, if it was something like that, yeah, you'd be saying, wow, they've got all that you think that you should have for a young manager going forward. This guy's 52, by the way, so he's not the youngest. He's experienced. He's won a lot. He's worked with a lot of great people and stuff. He's a very experienced guy. Shamir says Jose won it with Porto and Inter. Yeah, he did. But I'm just talking about him before he signed for Chelsea. Obviously, on going to Chelsea, he'd only won it with Porto. He was shown that he'd had that ability to win a major trophy like that and overachieve with a good side, but a side that really had no right, even though they had some fantastic players in that team, had no right really to win it. Mikato, hello, bro. Hey, Pigmate, are you streaming tonight? Missed your last couple of streams because of work. Yeah, I think I'm going to stream, dude. I'm feeling a bit gassed at the moment, to be honest with you guys. I'm just feeling a little bit ill. So we'll see. I might do a short stream. It's probably not going to be a long stream. But yes, mate, I will do a stream. I will do a stream tonight, I think. I think, oh yes, it's Shamir. Solo Tamura, what's going on there, bro? He says, we got to back whoever the new manager is and give them at least 5 years to get us back to winning trophies and leagues, says Solo. Fair play to you, my son. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a long-term project, like we said earlier on. I mean, he's going to get at least a couple of years in this football club, at least. I mean, obviously, if he starts managing this club and it just completely goes to absolute shit, they're not going to give him 5 years regardless, and nor should we. But if he comes in and takes this, all we want to see is progress, right? And we're not looking for quick progress either, just steady progress over the next couple of seasons. And the next 5 years is what we need. So, yeah, I agree. It's going to take a long time. This is not an overnight thing. It's laying foundations. It's changing the team's identity, philosophy, getting a lot of players in. It's a rebuild job. So it's going to take years, this. But we'll know. I think we'll know within the first couple of seasons whether or not he's the right guy, yeah, personally. But there you go. Yeah, absolutely. We need to give him a lot of time. Sound more like a goose now, not a pig, says Primot. Oh, no, Vincent, buddy. You're really having a down day today. My PC has just decided to pack up. Oh, that's gashed, Vincent Bullock, lad. Oh, man. Well, hopefully you can test it and find out what's wrong with it, or, have somebody look at it. Sometimes it's just one little tiny component that is burnt out or something that is only a couple of quid to fix. Sometimes the whole thing's just fried. But hopefully it's one of the previous things I said where it's not too much. But let's get some love hearts in there for Vincent Bullock, man. Hope you feel better, mate. Batman says, I don't want Rooney. I don't want ex-players as managers. I see it with Ollie. No thanks. Yeah, very similar situation. Ollie, his CV was not good enough for Man United at the time. No way. He'd won a Norwegian league with Molde, and he got sacked by Cardiff. That's not good enough. And he'd done some coaching at the United, of course, but that's not good enough. He got the job, though, based on his interim success, I think. But yeah, even then, I agree. Rooney, let's be honest, he's even got less experience. He's doing really well with Derby. But no, you shouldn't even be thinking about Rooney for manager for at least 5 years, mate. He's got to go out there and play his trade and show that he's actually capable of being a manager for Manchester United, work his way up to be a manager of Manchester United, just like anybody else. Hey there, 0793, how you doing tonight, boss? Great to see you. How you doing, man? Guarantee you, Pig, he will not get 5 years to rebuild. Well, it's dependent on performance, though, Jonathan Gallagher, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, fair enough, but it is totally dependent on performance. They're not going to give you 5 years if you lose 38 games in a row in the season. You've got to still get good, good performances and good progression. Now, what we could accept is something like United making big changes this summer, a new style, new philosophy, but going attacking teams, but struggling to really, be that solid defensive side and maybe finishing like 5th again. I think people would accept that in the first season as long as there's a progression taking place with players going out, players coming in, a new style clearly being worked towards. It's going to take time, obviously. Now, I'm not saying 5th is acceptable. I'm just saying, nobody should be like, oh, Ten Hag out if he's not fucking won the league in his first season. You've got to give this guy time to actually lay the foundations. Look at Klopp in his first few seasons at Liverpool. He did shite. Well, he didn't do shite, but he finished like 7th and stuff. And then he finished like 5th or something. Then he's worked his way up. So that's what we have to be patient with. But we can't obviously, look down the line in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time and say, oh, he's going to be sacked or he's not going to be sacked. It's all dependent on performances. But Poch hasn't won anywhere, says Rushmano. So true, he hasn't won jack shit. Thank you very much, Natalie Pertz. I hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you so much, Natalie. Really appreciate that. Good to see you in here as well. Thanks very much for joining the United News video tonight. I'm pretty much going to wrap this one up anyway, but I'll just read a couple more comments out, dudes. Saint says, Rushmano, he's going to win the league, but nobody cares, says the Saint. Exactly, nobody cares about Poch winning the league in France. Such a gash farmers league, man. You're so right, though. He is going to win the league. Wouldn't it be funny if he got sacked before the end of the season, though? I guess if they were going to do that, they'd have done it after the Champions League exit. Rushy says we got 121 likes. Thank you, everyone, for dropping a like button. I'll just ask you one last time. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Smash that thumbs up on the video. Give it a like. That'll help us out. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comments after this video is finished as well. Come back. Ow, shit. Ow! I just literally stabbed myself in the finger with some scissors, guys. Scissors on the desk. I put my hand down and just fucking stabbed myself. Anyway. Ow. Fucking hell. Right, so Jack Abernathy, if we clear half of these players out, we might have some luck next season. Spot on. Couldn't agree more with you, my friend. Get them the fuck out. Get new players in. Wholesale change United needed. Coaching staff, manager, players. Get rid of a lot of them, to be honest. Disco Dave says Ten Hag out if Maguire starts as captain. Oh, he's got to strip him of the captain, mate. I agree. That would be a shit start for it. That would be a shit start if he keeps with the slab. Thank you, Madhouse. It's a great show as usual, Piggy, but wait for the press conference. Yeah, that's it. We've got to wait for, obviously, more information. It's not done yet, as we've said all throughout the video. This is not a done deal yet. It just seems like it's headed in that direction, and United are working on finalising the situation for him. Yeah, get in there, YouTube 15 as well. No more easy rides for Fatigue FC. Yeah, absolutely. Get some bloody. We need some fucking tenacity, some athleticism in there, some fucking physicality, some work rate, mate. I agree. Mickey Kramer, Batman Knight fan, Honey Badger, Jonathan Gallagher, the Saint, Mark Coughlin as well, Maguire to Everton. Yeah, Maguire to fucking Hull City, lads. Right, that's it from me then, guys, for tonight's show. That is the latest update in regards to Ten Hag. We'll bring you more as and when it comes, tomorrow or the next day or whatever it may be in regards to this situation and give you all the latest updates. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the little bell icon as well. That gives you notifications for when we post and go live. Get yourself involved. Come back after in the not live comments. Have your say. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. I want to say shout out to everyone at the end here. George, Johnny, The Real Chander, Jonathan Gallagher, Kingslayer, Mancunian Bobsleigh Team, Reaper King and Mickey Kramer, all the mods, Matthew Rushmano, etc. Simon Almeida, Mark Coughlin, Batman Knife, and all the legends. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, guys. I'll be back in a bit then, hopefully, with a bit of FIFA. I don't actually know, guys. I don't actually know if I'm going to do a FIFA tonight, I'll be honest. You're sort of making me on the spot, like making me feel like I have to, because like you say, you're doing FIFA, but I actually feel like shit. So we'll see. I've got a real sore throat and I just feel gassed. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Hey, Gungshi, get in there. Just got a first class. Great to see you there, Gungshi. Thanks for tuning in. Mikato, Disco Dave, Vuti, Susan, Mark. Everyone, really, really appreciate you all dropping in. Thank you so much for watching. That's it from me. Look for more updates soon. We'll keep you in the loop of exactly what's going on in a no bullshit way. Cheers, dude. You may have seen around, social media today, lots of different YouTube videos, whatever, saying done deal. It's all done. I tell you, it's not actually done yet. It's not actually done yet. It's looking good. It's looking like we're progressing, but nothing is done yet. Just so you know. So there you go. Thank you, Mickey, Gungshi, The Real Chander, Vincent, Kingslayer, everyone. That's it. Take it easy. And I'll see you on the next one. And remember, when the seagulls follow the troll. This is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Hey, thank you, Mancunian Bobsleigh Team, for the super chat here at the end as well. One up. I appreciate that one. Thank you so much for the super chat. Nice way to end it. Thank you very much, Mancunian Bobsleigh Team. Get in there. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one then, guys. You ruined my outro there, dude. You ruined my outro. Hey, Josh Lee. Goodbye, my friend. Thanks for getting in here. Thanks to Vutinator as well, you legend. Reaper King, all the rest of you guys. Stay classy. Bye, guys.